Once upon a time, in a world where the sky was always painted with the softest shades of twilight, there lived a girl named Maya and her magical flying wheelchair. With a whisper of the wind, it could soar above treetops and glide over rivers, carrying her to the most wonderful places. One evening, as the stars began to twinkle, Maya received a shimmering invitation, a note that fluttered down like a feather, inviting her to the Global Friendship Festival, where friends from every corner of the world would gather to share stories, songs, and dreams. Maya's wheelchair hummed with excitement as they lifted into the air, the night breeze guiding them toward a glowing meadow where lanterns floated like fireflies. There, beneath a great oak tree, sat Leo, the story-sharing lion, his golden mane ruffled by the wind, his scarf woven with symbols from distant lands. He smiled warmly as Maya landed beside him. "Ah, you've arrived just in time," he rumbled gently. "The festival is about to begin, and the world's stories are waiting to be told." From the shadows emerged Amara, the adventure-loving bear, her fur dusted with spices from her latest journey. "I brought treats," she said, offering honey cakes and sweet mango slices. "Every bite is a taste of somewhere new." Maya giggled as she tried a bite, the flavors dancing on her tongue like tiny fireworks. One by one, friends from far and wide stepped forward to share their tales. A child from the mountains played a flute that sounded like birdsong, while another from the desert spun a story about a camel who could dance. Leo's scarf glowed softly with each new tale, the symbols shimmering as if they, too, were listening. Maya felt a tug at her heart. "I want to share something too," she said. Her wheelchair lifted her gently into the air, and as she twirled beneath the stars, she told the story of her very first flight, how the wind had carried her over fields and forests, how the clouds had felt like cotton candy beneath her fingertips. The crowd sighed in wonder, and Leo's eyes sparkled. "What a beautiful story," he murmured. "It belongs right here." He touched his scarf, and a new symbol appeared, a tiny, glowing wheelchair with wings. Amara clapped her paws. "Now it's time for the friendship dance," she announced. The music began, soft and slow, like a lullaby woven from every culture. Maya soared above the crowd, her wheelchair leaving trails of stardust, while Leo swayed gracefully, and Amara spun in happy circles. Even the fireflies joined in, their tiny lights flickering in time. As the night deepened, the music grew quieter, and the lanterns dimmed to a gentle glow. Leo stretched out on the grass, his scarf now a blanket of stories. "Rest now, little ones," he whispered. "The world is full of wonders, and they'll be here when you wake." Amara curled up beside him, her belly full of treats and her heart full of joy. Maya nestled into her wheelchair, which hovered just above the ground like a cradle. She watched the stars blink slowly, each one a reminder of the friends she'd met and the stories they'd shared. The wind wrapped around her like a cozy blanket, whispering, "Sleep, dream, and when you wake, the adventure begins again." And so, under the watchful gaze of the moon, the global friendship festival faded into dreams, where stories and songs swirled together like clouds in a peaceful sky. The world was vast and kind, and in that moment, everything was soft and warm and wonderfully still. Good night, little traveler. May your dreams be as sweet as honey cakes and as light as stardust. Sleep well.